everyone. This is the North Country Outdoor Channel, where I talk about owning a small business and where I encourage you to start a small business. Just so everyone knows, the days of this truck being loud are over tomorrow. I have an appointment with the muffler shop tomorrow. This truck is extremely loud. The exhaust is straight piped. It's almost obnoxiously loud. And I can't talk while I'm driving down the road because it's just too loud. Like it makes so much noise that I can't even trim the background noise out of my videos. It's insane. It's stupid. So tomorrow afternoon I have an appointment at the exhaust shop. So what's going on today? Actually, I'm not doing much of anything today. I'm just at the school, pulling into the school to pick up my daughter from school today, and I have been working on. I'm building a race snowmobile for the asphalt, the quarter-mile track sled. Just been getting parts around for that and getting that put together. It's almost done, but I have a race this upcoming Sunday, which today's Tuesday, so 5 days, and it's not done. I need to hurry up and I need to get it done. And I'm leaving Friday morning to go to the Upper Peninsula with my wife for the weekend. So yeah, I'm kind of like trying to buckle down, getting this sled project wrapped up, and I'm sure there'll be some footage of the racetrack and whatnot. I'm sure I'll throw it into some of my videos. Hold on, it's hot out today. I'm gonna turn the AC on here real quick. So I wanted to well, that's weird. That might be the first time I've turned it on this year. That made a weird noise. But anyway, today I wanted to talk about never giving up on something that you can't go a day without thinking about. Now let that sink in for a second. That could be a number of different things. That could be a promotion. It could be a vehicle. It could be owning a business, starting a business. It could be a marriage. We all have, it could be perceived as a goal, and that's okay too. But never give up on something that you can't go a day without thinking about. So if you just can't stop thinking about this car that you want, don't give up on that dream of owning that car. If you can't stop thinking about owning your own company and being an entrepreneur, don't give up on that. There's a reason why you can't go a day without thinking about it. And like I said, it can go for marriage too. I've actually, I believe that it's true because just a little bit here, I'll tell you just a little bit for now. Me and my wife, we've been married since 2010. We've been together since 2006. Back in 2012, we went through a 6-week separation, and she wanted to be done. She wanted a divorce. It was over, this and that. And I could not bring myself to give up on my marriage, to give up on my wife that I love so much, and to give up on my family, and to put my daughter through a broken home. I couldn't give up on that. And for 6 weeks, I refused to give up. And one day, it just worked out. She came back home, and we worked things out, and we've been solid ever since. But that's a good example of not giving up on something. And for me in this channel, it's personal growth, it's entrepreneurship. Don't give up on it because you can do it. I think the biggest problem is people settle in life. Do not settle. I know people that have settled in their relationships. I know people that have settled in their jobs. I just know people that have said, this is what I know, and this is where I'm comfortable. I don't like where I'm at financially, or I don't like where my relationship is at, but this is what I know. So this is where I'm going to stay. You have to burst out of that shell. You have to. And for somebody that wants to start a company, it's something that you have to do. You have to think about it. You have to start in the first stages of it, and you have to stay at your job that you're that you're currently at, wherever that might be, and you have to start thinking about, what I'm sure you have in your mind, what you want to start as a company, and then you have to start thinking about how you're going to do it, strategically plan it out. My advice, and I've said it before, is to dabble in it a little bit on the side and keep your job that you have until your company grows to the point that it can sustain itself and you and your family. First, your company needs to sustain itself, meaning, here's a good example. My wife is a nurse, which everybody knows that's subscribed to the channel, and my company supports itself, meaning she does not go to work at the hospital and make a paycheck and bring that paycheck home and have that paycheck pay for anything that has to do with North Country Outdoor Service. North Country Outdoor Service pays for North Country Outdoor Service, because if you don't have a self-sustaining business, it's not going to be a successful business. You're just delaying the inevitable of belly up. I mean, sometimes there's not a lot of overhead, so you don't really go bankrupt, but you definitely, if your business isn't self-sustaining, then it's probably not going to work out. There may be times where money gets tight and another person in the relationship or the family needs to kick in, but that's just once in a while. For the most part, it needs to be self-sustaining. So you need to think about how you're going to do it, and you got to strategically plan out your moves. And like I said, the hardest thing is staying at that job that you've settled at and that you really don't like, but you need to stay there until your business grows to the point where it can sustain itself and a family. And that may be, depending on what the company is, it may be a year, it might be 3 years, who knows? I mean, for me, it was about 2 years before I could sustain the business bills, and then I could bring the extra home to my family. It takes time. But, if you're sitting here today and you're thinking about starting a company, and then you don't do anything about it, and then it's 2 years from now and you're still thinking about starting that company, you could have already been to a point where that company is your work. You're done with the job that you hate. You own a company that's now successful and sustainable. We hear all the time these never give up and never settle, and and I feel like it's just kind of a broken record coming out of my mouth, but it's so true. If it didn't hold any truth, you wouldn't hear it. So therefore, it's true. I mean, I'm pretty much a rags to riches without the riches part. A nobody that's found some success, and I kind of know some of what I'm talking about. I mean, a lot of it's just personal experience, so you can disagree. That's fine. I don't care. But I know what I know, and that's what I know. So the thing is you can't give up. You can't be lazy. You have to be proactive. And the thing is once you get the taste of that money in your mouth and you get the taste of success, that's all you want, is more success and more money. Is that a bad thing? No, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a driving inspiration to do well in this world and to live a comfortable lifestyle. Do I want millions and millions and millions of dollars? No, I do not. But I would really, really like to make damn good money to the point where I can live comfortably and do what I want to do. Let's call it live comfortably plus some, okay? I want to live above comfortable. If I want to do something, I want to be able to do it. I want to have a bank account that I don't look at and say, oh man, we can't afford that. I don't want that. But I don't want to be crazy, like, oh, let's go buy a Maserati this month and then we'll drive it for a little while, and then next month we'll buy a Lamborghini. No, that's not what I'm saying. But you know what? If I want a new truck after 2 or 3 years, I want to be able to go buy one. And that's what I'm trying to say. So it's like, and the other thing too is successful people breed successful people. So if you hang around a bunch of successful people, that's going to rub off on you, and it's going to motivate you to become a successful person as well. And sometimes that's the best thing you can do, is cut out the negativity and the negative people in your life. As hard as it is to do, I know it's very hard to do, because sometimes that's close family members. Sometimes that's a brother, a sister, a cousin, an aunt, uncle, mom, dad, maybe even. It's very hard to do. But as soon as you cut out that negativity and you start surrounding yourself with positive, successful people, they are out there, your whole mindset starts to change. It's like a chemical releases in your brain, and you start to open your eyes to new avenues and to new things in this world. And it's like, whoa, you start to realize things that you've never realized before. And it just drives you and inspires you to be successful. And to being successful, to me, doesn't mean just owning a company, because you got lawyers, you got doctors, you got nurses, you got mechanics, you got all these people that are in these skilled trades that are very successful. So me personally, I own a company. I think everybody should own a company. I'm a little bit biased, but I do also advocate, if you want to be a doctor, by golly, go be a doctor. Or if you're a nurse and you want to be a nurse practitioner or a physician's assistant or even a doctor, go and do that. Don't stop at just a nurse. Go ahead and continue your education and grow yourself to the point. Battery died. I'll join the clips here. So don't stop at where you're at in life. There's always more to it. You can always go higher. You can always be better. You can always strive for excellence. You can get up every day and strive for excellence in this life, no matter where you're at. And I'm going to tell you a little secret. I remember when I was 16, 17, and 18 years old, I worked at Taco Bell. Now, I made $5.35 an hour, but at that point in time, our store manager at Taco Bell made $60,000 a year. So I don't care if you are just a regular employee at Taco Bell and you want to be working in a restaurant chain the rest of your life. That's okay. Strive to become that store manager and make 60 grand a year. And then you know what that store manager went on to do? He went on to be the district manager and oversee a bunch of different stores within a district of the state. And then his pay went up even more. He started at the bottom and he strived for excellence every day until he got where he was going. I mean, I think the only thing higher could be to own your own franchise, which, that is a whole different deal. I'm just saying, start a company, don't start a company. Either way, get up every day and strive to be excellent. Don't be lazy. Don't lay on the couch all day. Don't rely on the state and the government to give you everything you need. Go out and get it yourself. That food will taste so much better and that money will be so much sweeter. I promise you it will. You can do it. I did it. I know people that have done it. You can do it. I believe in you. You're beautiful in every way. You are amazing. Just remember, tomorrow's a new day. Be creative and own it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up, share the heck out of the videos, whatever you got to do for me, anything you can do to support me. I sure do appreciate it, because I'm a super busy person with my company, but I feel like I need to get some information out there to help inspire some people. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to take time out of my day to, if I inspire just one person, that made this all worth it for me. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time.